you ever wanted to know how to do a Evap canister relocation on your G35 Sedan in order to accommodate a dual exhaust, let me show you how to do that. Now, my method, you probably won't be able to get a very big muffler and maybe a small muffler, but at least my method does not require you to stick the Evap canister in the trunk and then have to smell gas fumes, and that's just weird. So let me give you a rundown of how I did it. And I didn't do a dual exhaust. I was planning on doing it, but I came across a deal I couldn't pass up on a single exit exhaust, so that's what I went with. But I'll show you a quick glance of how I did it, and it should make more sense. Alright, so here we go. We're under the car here. So this is the side that's got the Evap canister. And so this is what mine looks like. So typically the Evap canister, which is this thing here, it gets mounted. It's mounted like this now, but from the factory it's mounted like this, and it's mounted to this frame rail right here. And that prevents you from having a dual exhaust, because that's exactly where the muffler is and the exhaust comes out of on the other side. So this side, let me get under here. So here's what I got. Basically, I took one of these. It's like a metal bendable strap from Home Depot. It's got these holes. It's similar to the ones that you tie your water heater down with, except this one's a lot thicker. So anyways, here's the box, and all I did was I bent it around the box. I measured and did some bends in the strap that would accommodate, going all the way around the box. So it goes all the way up, and then it goes from the back, and then it comes out here like this, and then I just stuck a bolt right through these holes into the frame to hold that. And then there is a little bracket right here on the frame of the car, as well as from the Evap box, and I just stuck a bolt through that little bracket, went through the bracket on the frame and the bracket on the Evap box, and it held it all together. Now you will have to extend these lines. These are the Evap and gas fume lines, whatever. So I extended these. This is what, I don't know, 4-inch, 5-inch extensions with some hose clamps, and then in here I've got a fitting that goes inside each one, and then it just gets clamped on, and you'll have to remove. There's a number of brackets that go over here that I removed. In addition to that, that's pretty much it. Oh, and then this hose connects somewhere on the side here. This hose here connects somewhere on the side. It's like a little breather. I kind of broke it, but there's this random hole in here in the subframe. That's where I just stuck it. Whatever. So yeah, got these two lines. They got extended, and then instead of being mounted like this, the Evap canister is mounted like this, and it's tucked away nicely inside the bumper area here, and that's the frame rail. And there's the bracket, and there you go. I'm gonna put this back because I don't need it, so I'm gonna put this back to how it was and put the cover back on, and then I'll give you a better picture of what it all looks like bent up and everything. So alright, okay, focus please. So here's what this bracket looks like. It's pretty much shaped like this little box here, and it also bolts up right there. There's a nice little hole in the frame for that to bolt into from a OEM bracket. And again, this thing here, man, it's heavy. It pretty much sits right in that little bracket thing and hangs on. So let me take it off completely, and I'll mock it up and I'll show you. Okay, so here's the box. Here's what the bracket essentially looks like. It gets held together like this with the bolt going through that hole right there. And so this, you will have to once you mock up that bracket, you will have to feed all the hoses through it. Sorry, I got two hands here only. So, kind of like that. And you'll have to put this bracket right over. There we go. So that's what it looks like. There, just like that. And then that bracket holds it all together, bolts up to the frame, and there you go. Now you will have to make a couple notches. See right there, I had to notch that out to accommodate that little valve, whatever you want to call it there. And another notch had to be made right there. I don't remember why, but I remember I had to notch that out for some reason. Anyways, so yeah, that's what that looks like. Here's the two extensions to the hose. And this thing is all factory. And typically this will sit like this right under that frame rail, but I had it again mounted like this with that bracket. So hopefully that helps you out on how to mount this, and so you can run a dual exhaust. And then this is what, you know, everything looks like empty. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave me a comment and I'll do my best to answer.